Hi guys, it's been like, I don't know how long, but like way over a week, which is way overdue. I haven't even unpacked. So yeah, all the tentacles have been marinated ever since. And this between it today I actually was going for it because I actually have a headache, but we got to persist. We got to persuade. I don't know what's the word, but if you get me then you get me, if you don't get me then, oh well. I'm scared because I'm scared these stink. Is there anything in front? Okay, cool. So obviously, I have unpacked my makeup bag, my shower stuff. I do the basic necessities, but just can't be asked to unpack everything else. So, moment of truth. Oh, this is my bed. Ignore the mess in the background. My boyfriend went to wedding and he practically abandoned me, so there's going to be fit like that. Let's go. I know that their clothes that have actually washed, the white clothes, but everything else is just dirty. There are some clothes that still haven't worn. Anyways, this bag, I don't even use it. Wait, did I think I must have. I think I actually have when I went to Genoa. I don't know, my memory doesn't even serve me anyway, so let's do. Where's my boyfriend's topping up? I'm going to reveal my favourite clothing piece that I will do with this holiday. If you've watched all the videos, then I bet you already know. It's this grandma jacket. I definitely recommended to buy it. I mean, it's not PR, trust me, it's not. It was one of the clothing pieces that I relied on. Even if it was like proper haul. The black dress. Oh my god, I was dead stunned. I mean, my ego makes it massive too, but I don't care. I was dead stunned there. Because I was. Anyways, I'm going to take out the clothes that I haven't worn whatsoever, like at all. I do even wear this. I think pretty much all of these, but this I actually didn't wear. Yep, these two I didn't wear. This is actually cool. Because the fact that you see through, I was like, I didn't really fancy wearing it. It isn't my type, to be fair. Like, when something's coloured, it's not my type. I do wear this. This was meant to be my sleeping top, but I wore another white top. I guess I bought something back. It's nothing messed up because I came out. Let's talk about my trip to the south of France. It was so good actually. Obviously you would know that it was my second time going, and except when I went the last time I was on my own. I was just with my boyfriend and we actually had a really fun time. We spent most of it travelling. Towards the end, naturally we got very tired, so we were like, I don't want to go anywhere. We were meant to go to Menton. I thought we were meant to go to... I know, but like Menton was one of the places that we were meant to go to. So that we did have like a productive time. It was just very cool to explore south of France, parts that I haven't explored, and to see if we're friends with someone else. When you're in the country with completely different language, you tend to get like depressed. In a way, depending on how long you stay there for. So to have someone there who speaks the same language as me was just fun. I was able to actually talk to someone. I mean, what do you expect when you actually go travelling on your own to a different country that doesn't speak the same language as you? So that's not me, but yeah. I basically broke these tuned wipers. Basically broke one side by dropping it on the floor. It was unexpected, but it was also expected because it's from Shein. Then the set got wrong. I picked it up from the table, and then when the screws came out, I was like, okay, I don't know if I should throw it. I have attachment to weird things, but we'll talk about that another time. Out of all the pieces that I've said, I would say Mentor. Would you fucking go to Mentor when you can? That's my favourite. Not really, because I would say I have a very expensive taste. So when you see all the luxury stuff, I want that, I want that. Oh my god, I want to live it that, I want to live that lifestyle. Being at Monaco, maybe like, damn, I want this to be my future. Because I am there, it is for me to envision that life. It was weird because we were kind of out of place, but at the same time, it felt like home. I don't know, I just have an expensive taste. I'm actually so tired right now. But anyway, let's get back talking about the south of France. Because I've already been twice, in the future new time being, I will actually go back. Nothing wrong with her, it's just that I've been there twice, so I feel like, well, waste your time going there consistently to a place that you already know your way around. And just explore the new places. In the future time being, I don't think I'll be returning there. And I sort of sit down and I'm like, bloody rich, you know. But I really loved it. Like, it was just so good. Even though naturally I had some ups and downs. Yeah, we got some mood swings for no reason whatsoever. By the time we flew back, a few days later, I literally came up with a period that was like, oh shit, that makes sense. So yeah, I kind of feel bad for my boyfriend, but it is what it is. It's more like me being in the mood for half of the day that the rest half I'll be fine. What can I do if I'm a fucking girl in the fucking period? I'm not on my period anymore, but yeah. This is like my career retro cringe right now. For some reason, it's giving me a headache for 2 days in a row. What's up with that? I don't usually get headaches, but now I'm constantly getting headaches. Like I swear there's a glitch in the matrix. I'm being serious. Something's just off. Also one thing, you know, actually the south of France is expensive. Bloody expensive. I just picked up a pair of my hair. Like, so pretty expensive. So, but we went to Italy. Even though this never kept up with me. It was, yeah, and we went to the Kiko, which I was actually considering buying the lip gloss from before. But when we, you know, just sold the shop, I was like, you know what, this is my opportunity, I'm going to take it. And I bought this lip gloss. It was only literally €10. I'm saying it up 9. It smells so good. Okay, that's me kind of sort of tidying it up. I actually went out there, so that's why I'm like in a different. I look better than I usually do rather than looking like a tramp. Yeah. I've put the weights at the boss. I didn't really film downstairs because my boyfriend's parents came in, so I was like, ah. But yeah, that's at the boss. I've got the thirst to do now, to be fair. So I'm just going to read for my laundry to be finished. And then put them away. Well, wait for some of them to dry. I've got to put some of them in the top of the dryer. I'm so tired. Even that, like doing that, Laura is just so tired. Like, it's so doing it. Let's backtrack. Back to go to when I was talking about, you know what? You know how I was saying I got the Kiko lip gloss for like €10 and how this is expensive. Yeah, when I was in, you know what? I literally had a shock with how cheap the things were. I didn't expect it. I think I was used to the south of France prices. I didn't really consider other places prices. Do you know what? I had a coffee for like €5 with no less than. I'm lying. I can't remember how much the coffee was. Street market, where most of the stuff was under €10. Whereas if you go to the Newsnet market, you find that the stuff costs €20. So yeah, I was like, after all, I went to the south of France, so really, what can I say? Hi guys, it's the second day and I'm going to do my second batch of the road. I mean, I just woke up, so nothing that makes sense right now. Let's pray I just don't fuck it up, because yesterday my boyfriend's mum did it for me, but now, hey Maggie, and we got the dog, Maggie. What was I saying? It's mum took the second batch of the road yesterday, so I really do it by myself, but I didn't watch what she did, so I was like, I reckon I could do that. Colours. Okay, cool. I do pay the right amount. I don't get coming on Shrek right now. I just can't be asked. It's literally 12. Almost 12. I don't just blood and woke up. I'm going to do my third mode, which is bags, and it's not just my clothes, it's also like other people's clothes. I breathed at the powder. Things that are not is for. I'm in something. What do I do? The only reason why I have to use this because my skin is quite sensitive. So just put a little bit in a little bit. I thought, why not? We should pack some of my clothes. Something's going to happen very soon, but I can't say what it is yet. I don't know why, but I could pack. I want it to be a surprise. So yeah, I'm going to pack the majority of my summer clothes, like things I'm not going to wear anytime soon. But I'm going to tell you what happened on the plane back. It was hell. Oh my god. It was so stressful. I actually hated it. So you sat. You better actually sat. The airport. Sorry, it was, sorry. The airport, it was quiet. As we were sat waiting for our boat to get to open, there was this kid in front of us just running back and forth, tagging the paper down there. I was just like, shut up, and he was screaming as well. He also sat off his sister or mother, so they both were doing it, kind of wishful shadowing what was going to happen. We're like, waiting for our boat to get, we got to the boat to get, we got past through security, we passed through the shops, okay? We got the plane. The plane's delayed for an hour or two because the pilot literally missed the time slot to fly off. Okay, then what happened was there were 4 babies on the fucking plane. One of them was behind me. Okay, cool. I didn't mind it if that baby was going to be like calm or crying because of that. If I have my hearing aids and I have them off, I don't hear shit. But, that baby was kicking my seat. So at first I thought, you know what, I'm just going to wait for a bit to see if it stops in. No, I just like hit back the seat with my back. Get the baby to stop kicking my seat or whatever. But it didn't stop, so I was like, you know what, I've just been the responsible person here. So I turned around, I didn't get the mother, and she goes, yeah, sorry. And I was like, you tried to kick up my seat. And she was like, I can't do anything about that. Then, once I turned around, and my boyfriend who was right next to me, who was Hero, he hears her friend go, it's a back massage, so just enjoy it. Excuse me, if that was you with this situation, you'd be like it. So naturally I got pissed off about doing anything because I do but the cool shit I got kicked out of the plane or whatever. I was just like, listen about the fact that there were babies on the plane, and I was just talking out loud to my boyfriend, saying how much I actually hate babies because I really hate kids. But like, there should be an upgrade where when the picker sits at the plane, you will be informed there's a baby right behind you or in front of you or next to you. I think that radius would be like a toxic radius, so you choose to stay out of that. So that should be set in stone for people who hate babies like me. Oh yeah, just talking about the fact how much we hate babies. And then at some point towards the end of a far fry, this one baby threw up twice. And it was just like a few rows behind us. It stank so bad, it literally stank of orange juice, like snapper or whatever. I just could never drink Snapper again, like ever. The smell, I was literally gagging. It was so bad. Oh my god, it was awful. Bloody awful. Literally shook our hands and have babies. That situation, yeah. I already hate the kids, but I don't mind having more, but that's different whether. Being that situation, it made me despise babies. Okay, I do not care how cute they are. If they're annoying, then they're fucking annoying. I know my thoughts might change in the future. In the future, I might be like, oh, babies are so cute, they're so adorable, blah, 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 blah. But right now, I think I hate babies. So yeah, and then once we got off the plane, once the plane landed, this woman with a baby, she was literally behind us, so once we stood up, so obviously going through with us, she kept giving this bitchy looks, like, excuse me, you're not the one with a child kick in the back of a seat, so you have no right to give me bitchy looks. So I just kind of kept sounding, but I didn't say anything because I didn't even want to cause shit like I said. But then her friend, we obviously got off the plane, we thought we were fine in front of him. I turned around, guess who's behind me? Her friend. She's like, you know, it was just like a bit of contest. How is anyone going to react calmly when someone says, it's a back massage for Victoria? Once we landed, it was like already gloomy, miserable, just like how the UK is really is. So for that shit, all playing up, it was just like a very... So yeah, that's my story. I'm going to carry on packing a few more things. And then, I'll see you.